With more than 20-year history, the Eurasian Group has become one of the world's mining and smelting giants that combined tens of companies. The secret behind these victories is a coordinated team of managers, miners, pit workers, ore experts, engineers, motor vehiclists, railway workers, and many others. Sokolov Sarbay Mining and Processing Production Association (SSGPO) is the flagship of Kazakhstan's mining industry, which has been producing and processing iron ore for 60 years. The anomalous behavior of the compass noticed during the flight over the Great Turgai allowed discovering a new unique field. The compass arrow deflected indicated the change of the magnetic field, and huge deposits of iron ore were the cause of it. The flight of Mikhail Surgutanov on February 12, 1949 gave a start to an era of global changes in the region. Since the beginning of iron ore mining, the comfortable cities instead of simple tents and barracks have been built in the steppes. The construction of the future mining and smelting giant started in 1954. In 1964, the company launched the first phase of the wet magnetic separation complex, and in 1966 the millionth ton of pellets was produced. The enterprise rapidly increased its capacity, and 8 years later 100 millionth ton of iron concentrate and 50 millionth ton of pellets were produced. Since the 90s, the productivity of the association has been increased from 6.5 million tons of marketable products to 18 million tons per year. The continuous expansion of the ore base and regular technical equipment modernization contributed to the economic growth of the company. Nowadays, 20,000 workers are employed at Sokolov Sarbay Mining and Processing Production Association. They are engaged in exploration and development of huge reserves of iron ore deposits. Annually, the association explores 40 million tons of iron ore, producing 8 million of marketable iron ore concentrate and 8 million tons of iron ore pellets. SSGPO is the largest enterprise for iron ore concentration, which creates a valuable product for the metallurgical industry. Today, the iron ore reserves in our mines are about 1,700 million. Those are very large reserves. Mining sector is represented by 5 divisions. Our old mines in Rudny area are Sarbay Pit and Sokolov Mine. We also have 2 relatively new divisions, Kachar Pit and Corrosion Pit. Today, Sarbay Mine Group includes 2 mines, Sarbay and Sokolov. Initially, ore extraction was carried out only in the Sokolov deposit. The ore was located close to the surface and it could be used without concentration. Sarbay Mine is one of the largest ore mines not only in Kazakhstan but also throughout the world. Its depth is 520 meters, width 2,400 meters, length 3,300 meters. The mine's depth is 2 times greater than the height of the Eiffel Tower. Since the beginning of the development of the mine, 700 million tons of ore with an average iron content of 40.33% have been mined. Among other mining companies, Sarbay stood out not only by its huge amounts of the annual mined rock extraction, but by high intensity of mining operations. The world's first sloping rail tunnels were built here for the transportation of mined rock. In Sarbai Mine Group, there are sites where the percentage of iron in ore is 50 to 55%. It's almost ready concentrate. In general, the reserves in the field have 50 years capacity. Iron ore underground mining in Kostanay region is carried out only in Sokolov mine. Since the start of the underground mine, the miners have extracted 80 million tons of ore. It took 40 years with a starting capacity of 2.5 million tons of ore per year. Nowadays, Sokolov mine production capacity has increased almost twice. In 2000, the first stage of mining was completely exhausted, thus making the beginning of the second stage of mining, which is also coming to its completion. The second mining stage has about 48 million tons of ore left to be extracted. Over the last 10 years, the advanced technologies have been applied in the mine. Self-propelled machinery is used, that is so-called system of ore sub-level caving. Up to 120 meters of mining and driving tunnel works per month can be performed with this equipment. Corrosion coal mine was commissioned in 1983. At this moment, its surface length is 1,500 meters, its width 1,200 meters. In 2007, there was launched the exclusive complex in Kazakhstan for lumpy magnetic ore picking. The complex allows avoiding transporting waste rock and produces middlings with iron content of 39.2%, so it has a great economic benefit for the company as a whole. Compared to other SSGPO mines, Corrosion coal is still not very deep, but for the whole time about 50 million tons of ore have been already extracted here. The Kochar Mine Group deposit's total ore reserves are up to 1.6 billion tons with iron content of 37%. There is a large number of modern world brand machinery, 5 Hitachi earth movers with a bucket capacity of 15, 20 and 27 cubic meters are operated today in Kochar mine. One 27 cubic meters earth mover, number 70, successfully replaces 4 6 cubic meters earth movers. Cost-effective and powerful machinery effectively helps solving problems for transporting ores and rocks. Nowadays, Kochar pit open-cast mining is a major target, so this pit, from our point of view, is promising for the nearest 50 years or so. Industrial complex. Finally, the ore from all mines is delivered to industrial complex, which includes 2 main divisions: ore preparation and concentration plant (FRPO) and pellets production plant (FPO). Before getting finished marketable products, iron ore concentrate and baked non-fluxed pellets ore goes through several processing steps: grinding, classification and magnetic concentration. The concentrate is then dewatered on disc vacuum filters. Part of the finished iron ore concentrate is fed to the pellets production plant. The rest is shipped to consumers. The history of the pellets production plant starts from May 26, 1964, when 2 clean machines of the very first pelletizing plant in the USSR were put into operation. The finished blend is fed into the drum pelletizers, where the pellets are formed. After screening operation, the pellets are fed to the roasting on conveyors. There are 12 roasting conveyor machines, a 5-story house size each, which have 5 processing areas: drying, heating, roasting, recovery, and cooling. The roasting process is performed at 1200 degrees Celsius. The plant operates around the clock and continuously delivers a high-quality product for 50 years. The main finished product is a high-quality 66% concentrate, as well as non-fluxed pellets. These products are our major products that are exported to Russia and China and consumed directly in Kazakhstan. There are also after-products: dolomite, limestone, crushed stone, and clay. In general, they are consumed at the domestic market. Metalworks loudly declared itself in 2010. Its establishment for SSGPO JSC was particularly significant as this event changed the status of the association. It passed into the category of ore mining and smelting enterprises. Three balls per second, a new ball rolling mill can boast with such performance. Now Metalworks is in the final pre-commissioning operations. The latest technologies will allow producing up to 28,000 tons of high-quality, hot-rolled balls per year. This is only one example of the process equipment units at the plant in 2015. SSGPO has covered a long way from the first bucket in the boundless steppes to the modern complex with advanced production facilities. Indefatigable work of a few tens of thousands of people made this company one of the metallurgy industry leaders in Kazakhstan. Well, due to the fact that the enterprise started its story in 1954, since the discovery of iron ore deposits, of course, it has been a great development. Of course, there have been great numbers of new coming people. This formed a certain team here at the company, the team which by many dynasties already accounts more than 60 years. This is the team which is in fact efficient. We consider they were very competent and professional experts in their spheres. The profession succession in the family is one of the best features of the enterprise. For the Kotov's family, it is already the third generation that is employed in mining at Sarbai Mine Group. Well, as my father is a miner, so I followed the mining tendency. I have been working at the SSGPO since 1974, when I first got the job. I like my job, it's interesting. I have already worked for 41 years. We drill wells for explosions, for breaking up the rock. I really like that. I advised my son to become a miner and to work in the mine. My sons, when being schoolboys, were coming to my work to watch the process. They were interested in all of this. It was very interesting to see everything with my own eyes. The result of it is that I'm here. Some people are kind of jealous. Children followed the footsteps of their father. Now we operate the same machine tool. He's now the lead man, he's now my boss. Work is work, we are the team. Everyone works, 8 people, and letting somebody get away with it is not good. The most important thing is to work and everything will be okay. Earth movers and dump trucks come into process after rock explosions at open-cast mining. 4 strokes of a bucket and 91 tons of ore are transported out by a heavy weight. High professionalism and profound knowledge of all the peculiarities of the number 214 earth mover mechanism allow Oleg Donchenko, the operator, working over 2 million mined rocks every year. Everyone has different machinery, different setup, everything is different. You are getting used to it for quite a long time, everything may happen, of course, and you may feel nervous. If you are just watching the process, it seems so easy and simple. But when you are in the process, you feel all the responsibility. One side is theoretical study in books. This is one unit, this is another one, but another side is when you touch them with your own hands. That is completely different. Well, the most important thing is the team integration. Everyone should trust the co-worker, I guess so. You trust and then everything goes well. That's what I think. In the Personnel Training Center, any employee can upgrade the skills or gain related professions. For effective training, there are computer simulators, electronic textbooks, visual aids, and even a special simulator to train operators of towing units. Each year, the association spends more than 150 million tenge for training. SSGPO carries out significant work on social modernization across region. By signing annual memorandums on social partnership with the administration of Kostanay region, SSGPO actively contributes to the development of the region. This also includes the construction of mosques and churches in Rudny and Kachar. The heating mains and roads are repaired, the necessary equipment for city hospitals and maternity hospital has been purchased, and all the social facilities of the enterprise have undergone reconstruction and lots more. The association has set the tasks for developing and maintaining the existing level of production of ore preparation complex, improving concentration and pelletizing technology, organizing production of commercial products new types, hot briquetted iron, HBI. The construction of the plant for the production of metallized products will allow producing 1.8 million tons of metallized products per year. The role of metallurgy industry in Kazakhstan, the role of SSGPO for Kazakhstan. Metallurgical industry in Kazakhstan is one of the largest sectors of the economy. It has been 60 years SSGPO keeps producing millions tons of ore, which then, as an endless stream of quality products, go to the large markets. SSGPO contributes to the national budget, provides thousands of jobs and develops the social sphere in Kostanay region. The association changes lives around for the best.